Guys, will you guys tell me? Hold on, let me just go into my channel and we will see if we are live and in color. I said I would come today. We took a little time today setting up because it was so hard. You guys will tell me if it's full screen or not. We're working with the squid tripod today. Hi Elizabeth E. I had some problems setting up, so today we're at a different angle and I'm using the other tripod today. I'm not using this tripod, which is the tripod I normally use, because it's not closing today. I would normally use this tripod for my streaming. Why is that on the floor? What is on the floor? Oh, my gel pens are on the floor because I was moving things so I could fit everything. Hi Robin, how are you? I am streaming. Normally guys, this would be Anne's time, but because Anne has had some problems and now that this spot is open up, I can do this. So I'm really happy guys that you decided to join me, and we're at a totally different angle because I'm using the other tripod, Robin. I'm using my squid because my other tripod can't. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that you're feeling yucky. I hate feeling yucky. Not enough juice, not enough in there. Sorry guys, I'm looking for my gold gel pens. I seem to have misplaced all my gold ones. So we're doing this. You guys if you guys like this angle, tell me if you guys like this angle better for streaming. Because if you guys like this angle better, we'll continue with this angle and I'll just use the squid tripod at this angle. So we can use the orange one. We could use the green glitter. Or we could use this green glitter one. I think the green glitter one would be more appropriate. Well, the red and gold always looks nice. But there's going to be so much green in this picture, so I think gold. We're going to go with this. This is the gold. I probably just have enough to get through this, because these are not refillable. But you know the glitter does not come out on camera, guys. Unless I pinch with my other... Hold on. So that's as best as I can do. I like glitter gel pens more than I like how's the sound, guys? Forgot to turn off the volume on my computer so that there'll be no echo. I just finished eating lunch, so it took me a little longer to set up. Do you guys like the angle better or worse? Yes, that you like the angle better. Okay. If that's the case, then we'll use the squid. I still have 2 more videos to render. I mean, well, I'm using the smaller tripod. I'm using my squid. So if you guys like the squid, yeah, because the legs are like squids. But only thing, you have to position the legs correctly, Robin, otherwise they will... I can't even touch the legs on this because they're so fragile. Yep. The legs are actually sturdier, but they're smaller than the other ones. Too bad they don't show up. These are Gel Writer gel pens, but the problem with these is I don't have refills for these, and they don't make refills for these, which is a shame because they have a really nice selection of glitter, metallics, pens. You know, I was watching some Iron Fist. I only have 2 more episodes to go for the season, so I'll probably end up watching that probably next week or the week after. That's good. I'm happy that you can see the glitter. Hello, Selena. Hello, everybody coming in if I missed you. And guys, if you have anything to directly ask me, put it in caps because it's easier for me to see. Happy Sunday, Selena. I know that May is going on at 4, guys, so I don't really want to cut into her time, so. Hello, Tammy. How are you? Oh. I just pinched the screen so that I could see the... I'm good, Tammy. Hold on, guys. I'm going to pinch back out. Pinch again out. So you guys get... You know, that's just practice. I tell people this all the time. A lot of sometimes what you see colorists do is a result of practice, practice, practice. My first attempts at skin tone were not good at all. So, and I'm going to do the trim of her dress in this. Hi, Bob. Hi, Fran. I don't have an Ollie's. All I have is Michael's, Blick's, Barnes and Noble. I have a few stores, but I don't really have like a discount store like a lot of people do. Now, where did I put my Polly's? It's always when you need to find your Polly's. No, that's the color that we use for that. Okay. Now this is Venetian Red in the polychromos. Thank you. You know, I like blue as the sky, but normally I go light blue, not a dark blue. So that's because I was using polys. Now, a lot of times people are going to tell you, oh, it shouldn't matter what pencil you use, but for some people it does. That I find that some pencils are better than others, and then some pencils. Do I have any glitter? Yep, it's going all over my hands. Okay? The glitter is going all over my hands. I should have added the glitter last. Lesson learned. If it's going over there, then we're going to have to put the protective sheet over here for now. See, I always like doing that, the wood in different colors. Now, normally this is a skin tone, but I don't always use my skin tones the way that I should use them. Sometimes I use them for flowers and bricks and other things. But this color is called Cinnamon, so we're going to use that. I have a Barnes & Noble. I have several Barnes & Noble in the city, Robin. So that makes my life a lot easier. But, you know, before Borders closed, I used to have a Borders right up the block from me. I used to love going there. It was like the best thing in the world. I miss it. You know, you don't realize how fortunate sometimes you are until something is gone to really appreciate it. See, and I went very light with that. But you know, those coupons they gave you, those are useful. See? When this is done, I'm probably going to spray the glitter with a fixative. I'm probably going to watch a video on how to spray the fixative, so I don't screw up my fixative, because I have this thing called fixative. So when I'm done with that, I'll spray the fixative after I'm done with the picture. Because sometimes things I find... Really, Robin? I've never done it before on my pictures, but I'm thinking about doing it on some, because sometimes I notice that when I'm done a picture, sometimes it goes right, the residue goes right onto the next image, and I would like that to stop happening. Especially in my romantic country books, it does that. I don't know why it does that. So I'll watch a video on how to apply fixative, and once I learn how to do that, then I'll just start learning how to do it on camera. So that color that we just used in the blanket was cadmium orange. Well, this one, the problem with a lot of fixatives is that I notice that I have a horrible time with the smell. So when I do that, I've started to actually... So we're going to take out this color, which is cadmium yellow lemon. Light phthalo green. So, oh guys, by the way, a new book did come. I did get a new book in. It came in yesterday after the stream was over. It is called Happy Home, a high coloring book. Most of you know this. I'm just putting the sheet over to protect it from the getting glitter. I got this Creative Haven one came in. I'm just putting the sheet over it to protect it. So I got a new Creative Haven one. This is like, some of you may have seen this one. This has like all kinds of neat little home images and things like that. This is like a home one. Lots of little kitties. Anne would like that. So I thought that was a really nice one to do. So, thought I would show you that one briefly. Then that's a beautiful book, Robin. Right now, I'm like, I just can't get it right now because I'm overwhelmed with books. So I need to start working in what I have and really enjoy what I have. Don't get me wrong, I enjoy the books I have, really do. So this color is middle cadmium red. Hi, Catherine. So I still have to render 2 more videos. And I still have to film, I think, about another 2 videos for when I'm away, so. They're already uploaded and scheduled, so those videos will be coming to you. So that's the cadmium red underneath that. Next time I do a picture like this, always leave the glitter to last. Tip 1, leave glitter. If you add glitter, leave it last. So this color is called light phthalo green. I don't post my pictures to Instagram, I post them to Pinterest. But everyone's different. Then we take the cadmium yellow lemon. I'll just wash my hands afterwards. Thank you, I like the blue. So we'll do the green. We'll do the leaves in a different color. It's G Fonseca something, I forget at this point in my Pinterest, but I used to do it. Hold on, let me check my Pinterest. So I have to do this way because G Fonseca 1000 is my Pinterest, Elizabeth. That's my Pinterest name, guys, if you want to, that's my Pinterest account. So that shows all the pictures I color and everything on it. So that's the stuff, including not only the stuff that I color on camera, but the stuff I color off camera. So, you know, I'm reading a book too, so. Don't worry. Hold on, guys. I got a solution to this. So I don't go over and color anything in the next pages for that. So then we put the yellow, which is the cadmium yellow lemon. That's my Pinterest for those who are wanting it. Remember to, guys, give this video a thumbs up. It helps us when people watch these videos back. No, sometimes when you start a picture, you don't know what it's going to look like, or you have an idea, and then somewhere, oh, I like that IG, your Instagram name. Liz Loves Coloring. I think that's really a pretty, very pretty tag name. So. Okay. Then this is part of the mushroom. I didn't realize there were little dots here. So let's put in little dots. So little dots here, and I didn't catch that. It's amazing sometimes what you don't catch when you're coloring the picture. Now I'm going to take an Arteza pencil. This color is fuchsia, and it is 8014. And you notice, Robin, that I don't just stick to one brand of pencils. I use a lot of my sets together. And you know, I have a second set of Artezers pencils in my other room. So if I ever run out of a pencil, I can replace it in the Arteza. Same thing with the Tombow Irritants. And for now, the Schriffers too. But the funny thing is, with the Schriffer Farbens, when I first got them, you know, I liked them a lot. And I was like, when I first used it, you know, sometimes when you have a new brand of pencils or anything new, you really like them. And you're like, oh, I must get more of these, or I must get ink refills if you're using water brush pens or whatever you're using, markers, Copics. So I really liked them, and so I liked them enough that I bought a second set, thankfully. But here's the bummer is that I can't buy a third set or even a fourth set of those Schriffers because they no longer sell them. Well, they're no longer making them, which is very sad because I really like the Schriffers. So I don't use them because they're going to be hard to find a replacement for. And I shouldn't feel that way. Does anybody ever feel that way when a pencil set that they love or is no longer in stock and they don't make them, or you find it hard to get replacements? Like, that's what I like about my Luminants, my Polys, my Prismas, and even my Lyras, that you can easily buy them open stock. Same thing with my Sohos. But other pencils are not so easy to get replacements. Bye, Catherine. And for Artezas and Polychromos, I recommend you get this trio sharpener because it really sharpens well. The Polys and the Artezas, and even Luminants. Is the big thing. Me, I use everything a lot, Robin, so. If you know me, Robin, you know I have a lot of books. That's not to include everything that we have in the big sets of I think, how many sets do I have? 26, 25 sets of pencils? So I have a tremendous set of pencils, so for me, that is a good one. I think I have two of them. Which ones do I have? Well, I don't have it right now on me, but it's probably in my bag. The bag that I have a bag where I keep my stuff that I'm gonna color downstairs with. That I keep, you know, that I bring downstairs with me. So that's what I color with when I'm downstairs. You know, I did a lot yesterday. Glad you guys like the new angle. I like it too. It's a little bit more comfortable and I don't have to work as hard to set it up. I'm surprised by how 6 sets of pencils. Which one is your favorite, guys? Which pencil set do you guys use the most, or do you find that if you rotate your sets that it doesn't really matter as much? Well, here's blood orange. This is like a reddish orange. I like the Artezas because they're nice, guys. Oh, that snapped. So that's a very good price, actually, Elizabeth, because my mother paid about $190 when she got them for me as a Christmas gift. And right now I'm waiting for Holbein's to drop in price. If they're cheap enough and I have enough money in gift card revenue, I might use my gift card revenue to offset the price, and then they would become a little bit more affordable for me. But I still want them, but I'm not going to go out and get them right away. I'm going to wait my time. So that's that. The irritants, Robin, if you're going to get those are harder pencils. And I also recommend that if you're going to get those, get one of these sharpeners for them, because these work really, these work really well with the irritant pencils. Just saying. And also this works great with the thinner pencils too. A Moped sharpener will work really well with the irritants, and so will a Moped. They're a really good pencil, but remember, they're a harder pencil in your hand to use. So if you get them, really work with them for about a month. They sell them in 3 different sets, so keep that in mind too when buying them. So keep that in mind. So, but remember, the irritants are a harder pencil, and so they might feel harder first to use. So I just want you guys to keep in mind that sometimes certain pencils are harder to use than others. I think we'll use coral for this thing here. This color is this one has A046, which is coral. You know, I had a chart for my luminance, and I cannot find my luminance pencil chart, my color swatch chart, so I'm going to have to remake it again. I seem to be losing my swatch sheets. The ones that aren't completed disappear on me. But these pencils are great. I love these pencils. They're nice. They're round. And for a person who, and this is an issue for some people, well, this is not so much of an issue. But some people have an issue with this, and this is a real issue, I find. So don't laugh at it. Don't even think it's funny, because it's really not. Some people say they don't like Prismas because they're too soft, or they just don't have, they're too heavy-handed. You know, if you're a heavy-handed person, the pencils that I recommend to people, if they find that they're heavy, they're more heavy-handed, are teasers, delis, polys are the best pencils really for people who are more heavy-handed. I don't know about Pablos because I've never had Pablos, so I can't talk about Pablos because I don't own them. And Holbein's. But you notice that the people who have harder pencils are the people who have, it takes a while to retrain yourself, and people don't really understand what the retraining is for us, because we're heavier handed. We're actually bringing it in. You know, I have only this small set of Holbeins. This is the only set of Holbeins that I own, Robin. They're really nice. I like them a lot. And I use them a lot. You know, to me, if you buy pencils, use them. Don't be afraid of, oh, if I use them, I won't be able to replace them. Think of it as an investment in your coloring. Like for me, the way that I view my pencils, but then again, I have a channel and everything else. So it's a little bit different. They are an investment. Your pencils are an investment, but I think the investment is worth it, frankly. And this color is called Jade in the Arteezas. So. I definitely use all my pencils. Thank you, Elizabeth. You know, people say, I like this set for a lot of different reasons. Because each set is different with the vibrancy and the consistency. You're not going to get the same colors that you might get in, like, different shades that you might get with the... And this color that we're using is Mint. Ooh, that's too close to that. Sorry, guys, that's too close. Where's my Irish green? I have a color called Irish green here. That's too close to the color. Pear. Mint. Shamrock green. That was what it was. Sorry guys, that's the color. I don't like that color for the leaves. It's too close of a color. Mint is too close of a color for me, material wise. This is Shamrock green. Well, I color everywhere in my house, so if I go downstairs to watch TV, I'll color there. If I coloring up here, I color up here on my desk. I don't have those carts. I don't even know where I would get a cart like that. Ooh. If I get a cart, I'm afraid my mother would knock it out, and then I'd have to reorganize, constantly reorganize it with everything. At one point, I had all my coloring books in my desk drawer over here. At one point, I had coloring books in my desk here. I had coloring books there in my bookshelves. I had coloring books in my crates. So, become a bit of a thing. Guys, I'm gonna just do one little thing. This is the bad part about these things. I gotta put in my lightning cable because it's telling me I'm running low on power. I gotta untangle it. It's always when you need it that it's all tangled up. I don't know why she feels the need to tangle it up. Really, it was only $27 for a cart. I have to see this cart that you guys are all talking about. So, there we go, guys. So we can have more power for the stream. Just taking a sip of some water. This green case here is my Arteza case. Every pencil that I own is in a different colored case or different pattern case because that's how I know what everything is. Sorry guys, every time I hook up this phone. Gives me problems. Don't know why everything wants to go off on me at the same time. So this color, if anybody's wondering, is Shamrock Green, and it's in the Arteza set. Really? That's interesting. One of my earliest videos, I filmed some of my coloring books on my bed. It was like one of my really early videos, so I no longer have that bedspread, so I have a different bedspread now, but hey. This is basil. Oh, I like that. It's nice. So guys, I'm only going to be streaming till 3:30. So, just because May's coming on at 4, so I wanted to give you guys plenty of time to go see her. Anybody know what May's coloring today, by the way? I always like to see what other people are doing. Oh, and by the way, guys, I'm going to show you a picture that I'm working on right now. And it's from Pop Manga Mermaids. I wanted to try her hair. I did this with Soho's, Artisas, and Prismas. Just so you guys get a little bit of an understanding of what I'm doing. I'm putting it in the background now. I must be having a thing with blue backgrounds. I did the skin tone with Prismas. The hair with Soho's and Prismas. The little earmuffs for Prismas. No, the hair was Soho and Prismas. The red octopus was Soho's. There's there's 3 sets in that, so it's like one big giant set to me if you buy the 3, and they're very affordable. So that's what I did in Mermaid. That's what I'm working on right now in Mermaids. No, that's pencil. Why? That's pencil. I don't have acrylic paint. I wouldn't know where to store it anyway if I had acrylic paint. And Black Widows. Black Widows are really nice. You know, and they work really well on the Hannah Lynn books. And if you guys ever get a chance, subscribe. I only have one Posca, Robin, and that's a white one. I don't really use pastels very much. I'm still learning them. I used them in Ticket to Dreams, a pastel background, but that was only because the marker bled through, and so I didn't have a choice to use it. So if you guys ever get a chance to get colored pencil magazine, do it, because they have some really nice tutorials on how to do glass effects, all kinds of really weird, nice things on it that you can do with it. So they have some nice tips in there. That's just... Back to Jade again. Jade. And the thing about Black Widows too is that they don't break the bank. You know, some pencils really, some pencil sets, and this is not a criticism of the people who use them. Shamrock Green. You know, some pencil sets are very expensive and then others are a little affordable. And that's not to say that budget pencils are bad or could even, but, you know, sometimes people don't have, you know, and I think, you know, when I started, there wasn't that many budget-friendly pencils, but now I noticed that there seems to be an explosion of budget-friendly pencils. Or you ever notice that all of a sudden something gets really popular and then Amazon will jack up the price or raise up the price? You know who I admire is Didi. She goes so long on her streams, and I'm just like, how does she manage to be on camera that long? And color and chat. It's like she's just a master of everything that she does. I love her channel. I love watching what everybody does on their channels. You know, because I learn from watching others. I missed this. Why did I miss a leaf? You ever notice that? That you always miss something when you color? See, a nice sharp point. Ooh. I admire them because they can go so long, and I'm like, I'd be tired if I was them. It's called Colored Pencil Magazine. And the website is coloredpencilmag.com. It gives you some really interesting things and tips. So then this color is light phthalo green again in our polychromos. Then we go with the nice little blue. What blue is this? Aginium blue. The dots. And then this one is Cadmium Yellow Lemon. Back to Light Phthalo Green. So, who was one of the first color tubers you guys actually watched? I think one of the first color tubers I ever watched was Peter Hewitt, Dee Dee, Coloring Coria. Those were the people that I watched when I was getting into coloring. So those are some of my favorites. And then, you know, came Sammy, Jen, Robin, Jessica, Shalene, Anne. So those were some of the people that I enjoyed watching when I, you know, this was like a little before I started. And I'm just amazed by how many people really enjoy coloring. Coloring Coria, you know. You know, I think what happens in the case of Peter is that she, you know, she's had some health problems, so with Peter it's a little bit different. And then you have to remember some people also, and I'm not saying this is a bad thing, I'm not saying it's a good thing, that some people have what they call, what we'd like to call Patreon accounts. Now, I have no problem with people having Patreons, except that's just like a whole nother level where, you know, you're asking people to pay for exclusive content. Content that you can't get anywhere else except on Patreon. And then, you know, the thing about Patreon is I feel like it's really exclusive and people pay for that privilege, which is their right. But, you know, I just feel like sometimes that that's just a whole nother level of work to do. Now, don't get me wrong, I think there are some people who make their income and live in doing that, besides YouTube. And if, you know, some people can't have regular jobs, and so they have to work through being Patreons, but they have to be, you know, here's the thing about if you have a Patreon account, you have to be very good at what you do. If you have a Patreon account. You know, I just feel like it's a different level when you're doing if someone decides to do a Patreon account. Light Phthalo Green. Hold on, guys. This is a little flat. Oh, you don't like the whole idea of a Patreon account? The idea of a Patreon account, and I'm gonna be honest, is to help people do that to make more money. For what? The picture cam? No, we still got a lot to do in this picture. We got all this to do, then we got the leaves to do, and we got a whole nother 2 mushrooms to do. And there's some people who do both YouTube and Patreon. But the thing about Patreon is I really don't have the money to do the Patreon, to be a Patreon. Because to me that's like a commitment, like a subscription. Basil. Oh, that's nice, Connie. So then we do the green again, the cadmium yellow lemon. Now this is how I color. This is not a tutorial. This is just the way that I color a picture. And I tell you guys, I really enjoy this book. Oh. And this color is, I think, salmon pink. Comes from Prisma. It's just lined out there. Always end up using a Prisma, but I like Prismas. My ear. No, I hate when they do that annoying test that they do. They have this annoying test that they do. It's like, this is called plum. What kind of pan pastels? Is it like these pan pastels? Connie? I only have 3 pan pastels, so I have to get the knives and applicators for them too, so I can apply them better. There's a lag, I see. The only thing I don't like about this book is that the thing. So it's one of those things where I have to tuck the book, press it down a little bit. I think that's a basil leaf. Hold on, guys. I think that's part of the leaf. This is basically the same color, but I'm just lighting it, making it lighter. Thank you, Connie, for the super chat. I'm stunned. I'm really. This book is Saga Oksagna, Connie. You cannot get it anymore because it's out of print. I bought this off of Printworks, but thank you, Connie, so much. That means the world to me. I'm in shock. Thank you, Connie. The translation for the book, Connie, is Fairy Tales and Folklore. I didn't. Then we put little pink dots. Thank you, Connie. I think, Robin, did she say where she's gonna be, where you can purchase it? Will it be available at Printworks, Robin, in a few months? Now I'm looking for Fern. Thank you, Connie. I will get some applicators. They're in my cart. Jade. That's what I'm looking for. Thank you, Connie. Now, basil. No, that wasn't basil. Shamrock green. I would think it would be available on Printworks. Would it? You know, guys, we don't know when it's going to be available again, so as soon as I find out or anybody finds out, we'll know. I think the author Emil has a newsletter. Basil. Oh, you do have the book. I think Jen did this pick. If I'm not mistaken, Jen did this, right? But as soon as we know where, as soon as Emil let us know where she's going to print it out, I'll let you guys know. You know, the best place to buy Swedish books besides Etsy is Printworks Market. You know, one place that I like to go, guys, but I don't recommend it. And this ain't anything personal against the sellers that sell there. AliExpress sells a lot of Chinese coloring books, but they don't always come out in the best, how shall we put this? Best condition when they give you the book. Sometimes they come damaged. So be careful when you're purchasing books through there. They're not always the best, they don't always come through with the best quality. We're going to do the mushroom. Was that? That it is. Where's my shade? Shamrock green. AliExpress doesn't have the best quality books when you order from there if you order in Chinese coloring books. I have learned that. Put all the stuff goes all over the place sometimes when you're... Ooh, I have never tried that color. This is Purple Iris. Guys, after this, we're gonna end this. Thank you. I know, I like this picture. I've been kind of wanting to do it for a while, and I just was always doing other things, Connie, so I saved her to, you know, this month, because this month I have a fantasy theme going on, Connie. So we're gonna stop the picture here now, guys, because May's gonna be coming in in a half an hour, and I want you guys to have some time. Don't worry, next Saturday we'll finish this and we'll work out on another picture out of some book. I'm not sure what. Maybe a Jade Summer unicorn book. I'm thinking the cute unicorn book. So thank you guys so much for coming to the stream. I really appreciate it, and thank you all for coming, and for all those who gave super chats, thank you so very much. Bye guys, thank you very much for coming.